Hi, let's understand the IELTS pattern today. IELTS is divided into 4 sections: L for listening, R for reading, W for writing, and S for speaking. So I may refer to them as LRWS throughout this session. IELTS exam starts with L, listening, wherein it is conducted for around 30 minutes with 10 minutes extra transfer time to transfer your answers on a separate sheet. What happens in those 30 minutes is you have to attempt 40 questions divided into 4 sections. These 4 sections are 4 different audios, and the first one will be more of a dialogue wherein 2 people are discussing something related to buying or selling an item. The second one is a monologue, which can be anything related to giving information about maybe a theatre, maybe any particular space, maybe they're talking of any museum. Third one is talking about, this is a discussion about 2 or 3 people, wherein it is more of an academic discussion where 2 students and 1 professor might be discussing about their projects, schedules, anything related to auditorium, seminars, any academic topic. And the last section. This last section is again a monologue, which is more of a research oriented talk. It can be anything related to marine biology, geography, history, science. It is not restricted to any particular topic. So these were the 4 sections of listening. You can parallelly listen and note the details because the questions are in the form of paper based if you're going for the paper pencil, or else they are displayed on the screen if you're going for the computer based. Then next section is the reading section. Reading again is divided into 3 sections this time of 40 questions. Every section will have around 13 to 14 questions, and it would be more of a structure like a comprehension what we had in school, divided into types of questions like true, false and not given, filling the blanks, MCQs, match the headings, and so on and so forth. I've discussed more about the detailed pattern of each section in a separate video. We can check out on that as well. This section is of 40 questions, but you have 60 minutes only to complete this section. After this section, the last section for the day, especially in countries like India, where LRW is conducted on the same day and speaking is conducted on some other day. The last section is writing. Writing is divided into 2 tasks. The first task is generally of 150 plus words to be completed in 20 minutes. For general category, it is a letter. For academics, it is a graph. Again, I've discussed more about the writing part, the differences between general and academic in a separate video. You can check out that as well. And the task 2 in writing is essay, which is common for both the sections or both the categories, general and academics. This essay has to be completed in 40 minutes of time, wherein you have to generate 250 plus words. So this section ends the IELTS exam. After this section, you are free to go home. So IELTS exam is generally of 3 hours test. We can roughly take it as 3 hours test. And then the speaking is conducted on any other day, which can be plus or minus 7 days from the exam time or the exam date. What happens in speaking? Speaking is divided into 3 broad sections. The first part is more about you. It's kind of an icebreaker, asking questions about you, where you stay, what do you do, what are the different modes of transportation, and so on and so forth. Part 2 is more of extempo, where the topic is given to you on the spot. You have to prepare for a minute, and 2 minutes is your presentation. That means you have to talk on the topic fluently without any major breaks. And the last section. The last section is more of opinion based, wherein your opinion will be asked about the topic which is related to part 2. So this was about the IELTS sections L, R, W and S.